So, Jehovah's Witnesses, y'all are back in the Kingdom Hall. Let's talk about it. Everybody, it's me, the infamous Kiki. Hey! Who am I? I'm an XJW. I'm an artist. I work a regular job. I also own 3 Etsy companies. I've been in Wall Street Journal. I've been in several blogs, newspapers. I've won awards all over the world. I'm not that famous yet, but hey, I am infamous. So, like, share, subscribe, comment below. Look in the description box. You'll get links to my Etsy shops and with a nice, sweet little discount code for you guys. So, support the channel. Support the channel. I know you want to support the channel. My take, I'm not a JW. I don't consider myself a JW activist. I consider myself a ex-JW commentary commenter. Yeah, that's the word for it. So it's been brought to my attention because I hear it all over Reddit and on YouTube and on Twitter that oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, yikes! Starting April 1st, the witnesses are going back to the in-person meetings in the Kingdom Hall. So oh my god, scream, yell, do whatever you got to do. I mean, I'm not shocked. I said this in a previous video last year that you guys weren't going to be on Zoom meetings forever. Like the people who really thought that they were going to be on Zoom meetings forever, like no, they were not. So the higher ups, the governing body, they see the numbers. They understand that they can't go out and preach door to door and field service, or whatever you want to call it. Preaching door to door is called field service for the uninitiated. So they knew, okay, that they weren't going to be able to carry this on for too long, okay? So let's just all keep it real. So all the witnesses who have kind of like fell off because they're not required to go to the meetings, they're not required to preach. So a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses out there, they didn't fell off. They stopped paying. They put the Zoom meeting on. They go play, Call of Duty or whatever, and sit on YouTube and watch videos and watch Netflix, and and they just a lot of y'all just kind of like was living your best life out here, living your best life, woo woo, living your best life, while these meetings were going on. You weren't really required to be there, but you were there. You were counted, but then you weren't really required to pay attention. Some of you people during this whole pandemic thing, y'all didn't woke up. Y'all didn't had time on your hands, wasn't really doing anything, got laid off from your job or working from home. And so a lot of y'all started reading Ray France, and y'all started getting a crisis of conscience, having your own crisis of conscience. And so some of y'all was like, you know what, I ain't feeling this no more. Forget this. Like, what? Just watchtower, what? Like blood, what? I'll forget all that. Some of y'all was like, heck no. So some of y'all are physically in, mentally out. Physically in, mentally out. So PMO, physically in, mentally out. So now the panic has caused a bit of a sensation in the XJW community because now you guys are like, oh my God, we have to start going back to me just in time for the memorial. They want those memorial numbers. They also want the memorial donations. So you should have been trying to plan an exit strategy, but since you're going back on the 1st of April, now is the time for you lovely, lovely PMOs, POMOs, PUMIs, you know what I'm trying to say. Some of y'all who are questioning or want to fall off, it's not a time to plan your exit strategy. Now, for everybody else, different strokes for different folks, what your exit strategy you're going to do. Some of y'all are just going to have to do baby steps and especially ones that are married or you're living with your parents, proceed with caution. You don't want to be kicked out on the streets. You don't want to be calling your girl Kiki. I can't help you. I'm sorry. I don't really have no room like that. But, some of you really have to, seriously, you have to start planning your exit strategy. The other part of it, I would say that for those of you who are single, who live by yourself, you kind of have it easy. Like from what I've heard and what I've learned, and again, I was a witness in the 90s, so it was a lot bit different. Jehovah's Witnesses on some, some real strict-ish right now. I mean, it's really bad. Like it wasn't that strict. Like you could have somebody who's inactive and you can still talk to them. Now it's kind of like a case by case basis. I knew people, and I've seen videos or people talking about family members and friends who just faded, but they still allowed at the barbecues. They still can, the family still talks to them. But then I know some people who faded and their family just cut them off altogether. So I don't know. Maybe you had to give a scenario and ask your spouse or your mom or your dad and be like, what if I just, let's say hypothetically, I just stopped going to the meetings. Let's just say I kind of like faded away. Like, what would you do in that situation? Like, you need to ask those questions and just see what kind of reaction, your mom or your dad may have, and then, or be like, I know a friend who is thinking about leaving the organization, and he told me or she told me that they're thinking about leaving. What do you think about that? How do you feel about that? Just to try to put the feelers out as to what they would say or do in that situation. So that would be my first step. I would say to all those people out there who are questioning or who want out or don't know how to get out. But proceed with caution. Get yourself financially and emotionally and mentally in a situation to where you're stable and you're not vulnerable and you're not, especially if you're married or you're living with your parents and you're underneath somebody else's roof, or you paying half the rent or half the mortgage, and you have kids and everything. A lot of y'all have a lot of things and a lot of life on the line. So, it's harder to do. But, I don't know how. Some people, your only option that you feel that you have is just keep going through the motions, going to the meetings and sitting on your tablet and, watching and reading other things and pretending that you're actually paying attention. I mean, I guess we can go that route, but I'm all about like being who I am and being self-honest. But again, I've never been in a situation where I'm going to lose my entire family, my kids, my spouse. I've never been in a situation, so I can't really tell you what to do because I've never been there. And every person is different how with their emotional needs and how close they are to their family and friends and spouses and kids, and whether they're worth the sacrifice. I personally can tell you I couldn't, if I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, I wouldn't mind sacrificing my mom and family like that. I don't know, but I draw the line at sacrificing my children. There is no way I could lose my kids to this religion. I would be truly upset and hurt. Or kids and grandkids, I would be truly upset and hurt. My kids are young now; they're not even, over the age of 12. But I could just not just imagine me raising my children. They're growing up and they're working and they have a life or out there doing their thing, but then they're still trapped in this religion. I couldn't imagine. That would be very, very hard for me because my kids are like my world, my life and my world. Like friends, I don't care. Family member, I'm not really close to my family. I'm a loner anyway. Let me tell you, my personality, I'm very much a loner. But when it comes to my children, I've invested a lot of time, energy, emotion, joy. I enjoy being with my children. I enjoy spending time with my children. Some of y'all don't even like y'all kids, so y'all ready to roll out anyway. Y'all barely talk to them anyway. But if I had that situation, then yeah, I'd be ready to roll on out. But I just had to come on here and just talk a little bit about that because everybody else is doing videos and talking about it because all these PMOs are all in a kerfluffle and in a panic, and they're like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And I'm like, you just have to decide for yourself what you gonna do, and how do you still want to live a lie? Are you ready to sacrifice your friends, your family? Because that's what you're going to. Some of y'all be in denial when y'all leave the witnesses. Some of y'all be like, well, I couldn't believe my family stopped talking to me. And I'm just sitting there listening to these videos going, okay, I could have told you that. I am not psychic. I could have told you that your family was going to stop talking to you, man, sir, madam. I mean, I could have told you that. Like, people think that it can't happen to them. And yes, your family will stop talking to you. Yes, you will lose loved ones and friends and people that you grew up with. Yes. Yes. So you have to decide in your own mind whether it's worth it. Nobody can tell you what to do. Nobody should judge you. Nobody on earth. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to judge you. If you feel like you don't want to sacrifice your family and friends and you want to sit here and watch my videos, hey, comment below. Comment below. I'm with you. I'm with you, sir or madam. Like, comment below. I'm not going to judge you if you don't leave. There's some people out there who are like, you need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. You have to do what's right for you. What's right for you. Either way, I'm supportive of all the PMOs and PMEs and PMQs and all of it. I'm here to do commentary. I am here to listen. I'm not out here, storming kingdom halls and going over doctrine and pouring over the history of Jehovah's Witnesses. There are other YouTubers that do that. I'm just here to offer my own opinions, my own experiences. Hopefully it'll help you do the right thing. That's what's right for you. I just want people to be happy and to feel happy in their spirit and find happiness mentally and emotionally and financially and spiritually for themselves. And if you need someone to talk to, I'm here. I no judgments, anonymity. I'm not here to judge you. You do you. So that's my Jehovah's Witness video for today. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. In the description box, you'll see links to my Etsy shop. Like I said, this is a great way for you to support the channel. Please, I know y'all love me. I know y'all love me. Just give me some love. I know y'all love your girl. But until next time, people, XJW community, y'all keep up the good fight. Keep on keeping on. Hang in there, everybody. Hang in there. Hang in there.